Alright guys, welcome back to Banishers Ghosts of New Eden, my first playthrough. We, yesterday, traveled through the world. We chose the path for Jericho Mountain, went through the mines. It was a very snowy, lovely, beautiful looking area. We came across a fort. The people there were struggling. There was an attack by some kind of ghosts and specters. We were following the trail of those, which led us here. We found a lady that was actually missing in the fort. They were scavenging to get some resources. We found them and now our job is to basically escort them back to the fort. So that's what we shall do. Yeah. Zip.
Wasn't I always?
Yes, my love. Wait, where's the lady over there? Is that her? Yes, I think it is.
Lock looks broken. I doubt that gate will ever open again.
Okay, so we have to find another way out. Another thing to break.
To make you angry.
Is she coming?
Impressive. You Banishers are quite something.
That's all
Thanks.
her. I'm just the help.
I'm just the hell. Aw. Give yourself some credit there.
A Banisher marched with my father's infantry. Good for morale, he said.
Soldiers usually carry their ghosts with them. War is good for our business.
I take it that's how you met. I know a soldier when I see him fight.
I never worked for the army, but something like that.
Snow. So pretty. Hi guys, welcome in. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Sorry. Just admiring it.
I'll come back for you, my friend.
My sympathies. I think this area is similar to the map's instructions.
Doesn't Taya talk directly to other characters? Actually, usually she doesn't. Most people, most humans cannot talk or interact or see ghosts. But for some reason she can. I think it hasn't been explained yet, so maybe some humans just have like, are gifted in some way. I don't know. The way she's just waiting for me to do it. Okay.
All of this for 2 miserable powder boxes. How low has Pennington brought us?
If you didn't like him, why did you follow him?
I followed his reputation, but he's no longer the same man.
What would you do in his place?
I'm doing it. He sits behind his walls waiting for them to fall, and I'm out here fighting to live. We're fighting for our lives. The captain is in the way.
These internal conflicts are a risk for the stability of the fort.
A necessary risk for the survival of all. But I agree. This must end. You may leave the crates. I'll send someone back for them.
Yeah, the path should be quiet. We cleared the area of the Spectre's nest.
Well, that's a relief. Follow me.
Thanks wouldn't hurt, right? There's a loot up there, I gotta go. It landed on her. That's why it's floating in the air now. Whoops. Sorry, Helen. Sorry. Ah. Mine now. Oh, I have to take the stairs. Okay, I wanted to just drop down. Just a little concussion. It's fine. This is fine. Let's go. Now, if he doesn't open the gate for me now, I'm gonna be mad. I did all the dirty work for you.
Open the gates!
Priest!
Yes.
What are you lot waiting for? Open the gates!
Can I come in too, please? Pretty please?
Go talk to Pennington. Make him understand, if you can.
Where can I find him?
He hides in his office. You'll find him there.
Okay. Fort Jericho discovered. Alright, I have
Where are the others? Williams and the other chap?
Matthews. We were ambushed. They fell.
May God have mercy on their souls.
There's ammo in the elevator. Send Shepard and Abbott to bring it back.
Is that white?
Good to see you living, sir. Keep it short. I'm on duty.
Suddenly the snow stopped. How are folk doing? What's the word around here? How are folk doing?
How are folk doing? Fighting fit?
Well, they're farmers, most of them. Shopkeepers, house servants, hunters. We've one old soldier, but he's sick.
And
Them who
old.
stand dead on their feet. Fighting fit, my arse. But we hold against the hordes of the dead. For now, leastways. The fight's not fair. That's it.
It's wrong, alright. Life's unfair. Armor up. Maybe they deserve it.
Life's unfair. Armour up.
Right, I used to think that too. Mind you, I'm not sure there's enough armor left.
Yeah, that's a downside. Okay, we already said that, I think, so it's gonna be fine.
Peaceful watch to you.
Okay, I have one of these cyan teal-colored quests. Is it the haunting case? This, the heir. Rebecca. Yeah, find Ferdinando Miller's store. That's what I have to do. And now we're finally in the area, so now we can do this. That's Helen again, oops. Okay, I'm just walking into people's houses, I guess. Stealing their fur. Is this where they execute people? Oi. This looks like they're hanging people here. Or maybe this is a stage. Maybe I'm just thinking too grim, but it looks like the gallows. Yeah, it looks like the gallows, doesn't it? But there's also this cloth hanging there, and that makes me think that it might be
How must we have this fight? How often must we argue?
We shall argue until you hear me.
I hear you all too well. I hear a hoggish harridan, a narrow nag, a selfish shrew.
One of these days, I shall poison your soup.
And the day before, I'll take you to the highest cliff and push you off it.
Can you feel the love tonight?
Please excuse my husband. He really is as unpleasant as he sounds. And who are you, then?
Red McCraith, ma'am. I'm a banisher.
Should I banish your husband?
Are you indeed? Pleased to meet you, Mr. Banisher. I'm Abigail Rumble. Thanks to you, me and my husband should soon be able to go back to our mountains.
You and your husband prefer an isolated life outside the fort.
I have a roof above my head, my belly is rarely empty, and I live by my beliefs. We suffered for many years. By comparison, this is bliss.
Do you not find it dangerous out here? Just the two of you alone.
I thank you for your concern, but we live how we live, and it makes us quite contented.
Yeah, you seem really jolly.
Your husband won't mind us talking.
No, why would he? We are faithful and trustworthy, as I'm sure are you.
She doubts your intentions.
No need to worry about me, ma'am. I'm spoken for.
Good. We understand one another.
Yes.
My husband and I are very close. Very close indeed.
Then you have my admiration. Sustaining such closeness takes much tolerance and hard work.
You don't know how good you've got it.
Okay, she scares me. I'm
I'll
gonna...
let you get back to your day, madam.
If you need anything, feel free to ask.
She scares me. I don't want to talk to her anymore. I have the feeling that maybe they really... I don't know. Maybe they have a very fiery relationship, you know? Like, they really bully each other, but then in the afternoon it's like, woohoo! Going wild. So, where am I gonna find this store? Ferdinando Miller. More fur. What's this? Note regarding archives. Whichever records, reports, and other documents were transported from New Eden are now locked upstairs in the armory. For access, see me. Captain Pennington. Mm-hmm. Shit, no.
Captain Pennington.
No time, no way out, no hope, no way in. No time at all.
Captain Pennington, sir.
Mr. MacWraith, you live.
There's work to be done.
Work? You had work. A mission. To bring one last glimmer of hope. To gladden our hearts before the pit takes us all.
You secretive bastards haven't helped.
The job is done. There's no more hope and little enough time. All that remains is the pit.
Very optimistic fella. What was that?
Welcome to the last stand, MacWraith. Welcome to the end.
I wouldn't surrender just yet, Captain. I found Helen Priest. We brought supplies.
A waste of effort on both accounts.
Hardly. We saved a life. Resupplied, you may save more.
For the sake of what? For the sake of days, a week perhaps? You've saved no one. You've prolonged the terror. The dead will come.
What?
Our throats will feel their bony fingers soon enough. The end is inevitable.
It is if you will not act. People are ready to fight. If you will not act.
It is if you will not act. You're the officer. Take command. Surely you can't intend to do nothing.
You sound like Priest. She has changed. Her return to Fort Jericho has made her impulsive, irrational, quarrelsome. I believe she did not fully grieve her husband's loss. Returning to the scene has, it seems, reopened the wound. It festers. She'll join the lieutenant soon enough. When our defences crumble at the last, the pit shall take us all.
He doesn't want to fight at all, does he? You retreat from New Eden town. What's the word around here?
Fair to say your tactical retreat from New Eden town has not served you.
The town was doomed to fall to the curse. We disagreed on everything. There was nothing left to do but leave. We did not know there'd be no escape. Millsmith gathered the board and the governor let the affair flock to him. We never agreed on anything in the first place.
The new Smiths are holed up in the woods, planning soon to leave for Boston.
They may leave for Boston, but the curse will follow. The curse will follow until their backs are against the wall.
As the commanding officer, you must know all the local lumps and bumps.
The lumps and bumps can smooth themselves. I have other priorities.
Oh man. Why did you come to New Eden? Tell me about yourself.
Why did you come to New Eden, Captain? Why here?
Far from the many wars we fight, you mean? I'd shot enough Frenchmen and more than enough Indians.
Did no one come with you?
Keep to your business, son, not mine.
It's just, there's a portrait hanging on the wall. A family.
I had a wife and daughter once. I'll not entertain you with their story.
I mean, I could try to pry more with this option now. But maybe this makes him so bitter as he is. He has no will left to fight. Because there's nothing to fight for in his eyes, I think.
Tell me more about yourself and your career.
I did my duty and had the fortune to return alive. That's all. We who are intimate with war tell no tales.
I thought that too. I was wrong. Silence allowed my ghosts to prosper. 'Tis good to tell our stories.
If ever I do tell, I'll not be telling you, son.
I'm not your son.
Okay, I'm not gonna progress this now. I'm gonna say goodbye.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
Granted, Banisher.
I'll come back for him because I would really like to do this other quest first, because I don't know what happens if I don't do... Sir, how can I leave? Okay, never mind then. I can't open the door. Okay, so I wasn't done yet with you,
Captain
sir.
Pennington.
What do you want?
How do things stand, Captain, as you see them?
Little has changed. The dead flood from the mines. We shoot them down and gain respite. Soon, the onslaught begins anew. The clock of our extinction ticks on towards the hour. We may no more defeat the dead than we may vanquish the ocean waves.
Folk have hope, or you must at least try. What is more likely to get through to him? I don't know.
Folk have little enough hope, and you're leading them further into the darkness.
I've heard the whispers, the murmurs, the plotting from the shadows. We hold to the last. We resist, till retribution rises from the pit and drags us all to hell.
Well, that's something worth waiting for.
I fail to see the appeal of this slow agony.
How unfortunate. Because thanks to you, and the time you bought us, the agony will be all the slower.
Okay.
Permission to take my leave, Captain.
And now with open doors, please.
And if I refuse it?
Are you trying to recruit me, Captain? Do you really think I'd take the King's shilling?
If I were to offer enough shillings, I'm sure of it. I need no new lieutenants. But if you wish, you may stay. This key unlocks the unused watchtower. You'll bill it while you're here.
Oh, thanks. Ka-ching. Now I can take my leave for real.
On the one hand, a captain beaten by the world. On the other, his rival, haunted and mutinous.
In a fort besieged by vengeful specters.
I know the shit, there's something else. Something darker.
Okay, it's like multiple people live here. Another Bible? Yes. Are they fighting again, those two the married couple out there? Letter from Cotton Peabody's sister. My dearest Cotton, I know it's been a long time and I know you asked me not to write to you anymore, but you broke my heart the day you asked me to stop contacting you. I shall try one last time. I'm sorry to learn about your health and I hope you will recover soon. Why is the music so freaking loud? Is it just me? Errol and I have a little girl. I know you never accepted my love for him, but we are happily married. We named our child Mary, like our beloved grandmother. We live in a beautiful little house. We have a cow and 7 chickens, and Errol has found work as blacksmith. It is not an easy life, but we have food on our table and fire in our hearth. I feel happy and loved, and I would like you to feel the same. I will try to send you some money. Until we hear from you, your worried sister, Waverly. Waverly? I never heard that name before. Waverly. I'm just running around reading everybody's private letters. Private Matthew's poetry, Sickness of a Soldier, left page. Shadows start to sing, the sky is falling, days turn into nights. The specters are at my door, I hear them clawing at the gates. I can run, but I know I'll never escape. The shadows are my friends, I hear them calling out my name. Scratched. Redacted. I'm a living shell with no soul, just a ghost haunting his own house. Right page. I walk towards death, breathing my last breath. Mother used to say, death is only a horizon. I used to be afraid, but now I'm ready for my sun to set. Aww. Private Talbot Williams's letter number 2. My sweet Ethel. Some of my comrades are sick. I can do nothing for them, squeamish as I am. Matthew spent the night at the nurse's side, carrying spew and buckets. A good man, though he speak little. I'm cold, I'm hungry, I'm tired, and there's fighting yet to do. Your Talbot. Letter number 1. Official document. With the death of Private Forbury, according to Forbury's wishes, and to award his military exploits during the Battle of Bloody Brook, Teddy, the Shadow, is appointed to be the owner of Forbury's late properties, including his rifle. May the Shadow carry his fine gun with honor. Definitely not an easy life for these poor people here. Yeah, very nosy, just like Max Caulfield. Actually, I'm just trying to find the shop from this Ferdinand fella. Key to military arsenal. Ooh, where that may be, I wonder. Up there, maybe? Oh. Oh, is this my hut? Sweet.
Could be worse. Could be underground.
Could be underground. This looks like another Bible to me. Yes. Okay. I know the book by the cover already. So, do we have a level up? No, inventory. Upgrades. Sweet. Oh, for this ring. Oh, and for the amulet as well. Ooh. Let's see. Wait, let me compare if I have other rings that I would rather wear. No, I think this one was my favorite. Yeah, I remember looking at this, so let's upgrade that one. Hang on. No, let's stick with this one. Remarkable. Ooh. Looks like I'm fine. Don't need to rest or anything. I haven't drunken any accidental potions yet. But the day is young. Okay, still looking for the store from Ferdinand Miller.
A store? Ferdinando's?
Hopefully. Lots of people play chess here, I guess. No. Can I... Both of them are locked. I see shiny stuff down there, I like it. Are you Ferdinando? Wait. Ingersoll's General Store?
You're new. From where have you sprung?
Name's Red McGrath. A banisher, come from across the deep blue sea.
You look a landlubber to me.
A what?
You should feel right at home. John Rumble.
Oh, Rumble, okay. About your wife?
I've met your wife. Fine woman.
Cheers that, aye. Count myself lucky. Are you a married man, Mr. McCraith?
Marriage wasn't for us. But I suppose you could have called us man and wife.
No, you could not.
Marriage is a union conceived by men.
Oof.
Men are fallible.
He was trying to be romantic. She was like, no, I wouldn't marry you. Having regrets, our feelings exactly.
Do I detect a hint of regret?
Regret? Oh, I have no regrets. She's a fine woman, my wife. Finer than likes of me deserves. I'll not say a word against her. Not a word, sir.
What's the word round here?
Look around you. We're barely hanging on. You'll have to be Miller to enjoy the situation.
Miller.
The merchant?
Aye, the free.
That was creepy.
He's the only one who'll leave Fort Jericho with more than he came with. Some people have all the luck.
That scared the crap out of me. Suddenly was like, hello. About Sebastian Priest, about Captain Pennington. Oh my god. Oh.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
Could you not?
What about him?
He's like this close to my
I
face.
don't know. Is he a good commander? Do you like him? Does he have secrets, that kind of thing?
If, say, I thought him a blockhead, then I'd not say so. If, say, it was my wife's stupid idea for me to join the train band, I'd not say that neither.
These cold eyes. I really like that in these dialogues, you have multiple camera angles. Sometimes you see the side profile, sometimes like half profile, front, a bit further away, a bit closer up. It's very cinematic.
Can you tell me anything about Helen Priest?
A bold woman, clever too. I'll be glad to take her orders.
I'm interested in Sebastian Priest. Do you know him?
I did not, but I know the lieutenant's name. We all do. He died a hero. Call comfort to Helen, no doubt.
Okay.
May you prosper in good health, John.
He that does good is of God.
So, that fella that was a bit too close to me.
We need the money.
We need the money! You ought to rob the bank. And then you shall go to the Haiti. Oh! Okay. It's that fella. You don't need that little purse right there, right? Where is that fella? He just disappeared. Was he a ghost?
Good day to you, Miss.
Miss? I'm the Hunter Flora Abbott, and I never miss. You?
It is rare, but I've been known to miss. Red McCraith, Banisher.
I heard about you when you first arrived. Is your friend not with you?
She died. She's with me in spirit.
Sad to hear it. I have nothing cleverer than that to say. If you need anything, well, I probably can't help.
You hunt for the fort?
So you hunt for the fort? Are you part of the train band?
I serve, in my way. Before the curse, I traded with the people of New Eden. Meat and fur, bartered for whatever they had that I needed.
How did you end up in New Eden? You won't mind me saying that you're not like most people here.
And yet, I am a New Englander. Born on a farm not far from Boston, but always preferred the wild. So I came to New Eden. In time, I came to love it. It's cursed, and I'm still here, aren't I?
What do you know? Tell me about your day-to-day.
So
if
nosy.
I did, would you listen?
Talk to me of Captain Pennington.
I've worked for worse. I'm able and I give him no trouble. In return, he makes sure I get none. He respects me. That makes him an excellent judge of character. Don't you think?
What can you tell me about Helen Priest?
Not my favorite person, if I'm honest, but in the fight against the dead, she's an asset.
Okay. And about you?
How are you yourself?
I do my work and do it well. The few notice.
Oh. Okay.
I'll take my leave of you, Flora.
I'll not stop you.
Where am I gonna find this bloody store? I walked up to this and then he said a store. Maybe it's this, but I was here already. You!
Good day, sir.
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel Sather, at your service. What can I do for you?
Mr. Sather remains to be seen. Red McCraith, by the way. The Banisher. You seem a chatty fella.
We see precious few new faces around here. You'll forgive me if I use you for fresh conversation.
Tell me about yourself. Share your business. Tell me what's important to you.
I'm from Boston. I love it very much. So much more lively. A fine mix of conviviality and anonymity. I miss that life.
Conviviality.
The music.
New
the
word.
colour and the splendour. The dance of commerce. The flower sellers' forget-me-nots. Oh, the forget-me-nots. I very much wish to go home.
Okay.
What are you doing here then?
He really likes the
I'm
flowers.
the shop boy. When the store moves, I move with it. Old man Ingersoll opened up a general store in Boston back in '78. Then he married Bathsheba. I came with them to New Eden intending to quickly return, but Mr. Ingersoll died. I extended my stay. It took me on when I was just a boy. I've no family. All I have is my Thomas, my closest friend.
You have, as my granny would say, the power to talk the back legs off a two-footed donkey. But I bet you listen too. What do you hear hereabouts?
Oh, little of interest. Pennington has signed John Rumble to the train band, which means nothing at all to me. I believe John was down the flooded mine. That can't have been fun. Maybe the militia will be good for him.
Huh? You never know who'll take to soldiering.
You say that, and I defer to your experience, but I'm sure it's not for me.
Okay, it's enough. I want to find the store guy.
I must go. Thank you for your time.
And I for yours. Take care.
No Ferdinando here.
Is it this? It doesn't look like a store, really. But it's definitely new. I haven't been here. White's letter to William's family, June or July 1695. Madam, though you do not know me and I not you, I am told by my commander officer that you are betrothed to young Talbot Williams of the New Eden train band. A good man and brave, it is sad indeed that he is dead. On a sortie into the wilds in search of ammunitions, young Williams and his comrades were beset by enemies most terrible. Alas, it pains me to tell you that they fell. We shall remember young Talbot as a man always quick to volunteer and never complaining, no matter the hardship imposed upon him for his service. There is not a soul in the train band who did not consider him a friend. Yours in our shared sorrow, Andrew White. That must be a hard thing to do. I mean, writing a letter is one thing, but it would be even harder to walk up to the people and be like, they didn't make it. Sorry. The bloody Bible! There's too many Bibles in this game. Does it make sense? Yes. Is it annoying that I constantly click on them? Yes. Note about the armory. Take note. The building is ramshackle. Access upstairs is restricted. Danger objects falling. Ooh, okay. Give me loot. Wait, are these cells? Like holding cells?
Storeroom. Locked.
But I got a key.
Storeroom.
But I...
Locked.
Bloody hell. Could swear I got a key. Not another bloody Bible! fucking bloody Christians everywhere with their bloody Bibles. I want to read new lore, right? I want to read about Banishers and ghosts and stuff, the cool stuff. Have I read this one? Yes, okay, that's the same. I thought I read this one here. Is it the same one? Wait. Is that a different one? Mr. Matthew, sir, I write in the hope that someday soon you shall receive this letter, in which I inform you of the sad death of your son Elliot, killed in recent days upon the slopes of Mount Jericho. On a sortie into the wilds in search of ammunition, young Matthews and his comrades were beset by enemies. It pains me to tell you that they fell. Your son spoke often of his family, by which I mean you, his father, and most particularly his dear sister, with whom he was close. Be both assured that Elliot died a hero, yours and our shared sorrow. Oh. Okay. I thought I got a key for the ammunition store room thingy, but oh well. I guess not. Are you a store?
Could the shop be here?
Knock and find out.
Knock, knock.
Closed.
Knock.
Are we in the right place?
Try next door.
Your woman said knock. Not just waltz in. Eh. Jesus, Antea, don't do that.
Anyone home? No one.
Papers in Miller's name. We're in the right place.
Keep looking. Vardy reads English extensively.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Is that negative?
Organized.
Disorganized traders lose money.
Fair point.
What is this?
A sansa. It's a musical instrument.
Yeah.
It's Bantu, from southern Africa.
Okay. Deed of ownership. Herewith remarked and confirmed that ownership of the store heretofore known as the property of Rebecca Hardgrove now passes entirely and without encumbrance to Ferdinando Miller. He killed her in cold blood to take over her store. Confirmed by the relevant legal authority, meaning me, to be registered as is required when circumstances permit. Pennington. Oh. Did you just kind of poison her or something? A piece of wood carved in the form of an amulet, but not yet finished.
He's making protective amulets.
He's making useless trinkets.
He's trying.
And he works hard to keep her away.
Maybe she tried to harm him. What is he afraid of?
What is he afraid of? What don't we know?
I think...
Let's search the store.
I think he killed her to get all her stuff, to take over the shop or something. I'm pretty certain of that. Let's find out. Yeah, I mean, he is sus.
Surprisingly high quality wares.
Can't be many left in New Eden with the means to buy.
Register, June 18th, Ingersoll's shop, luggage and jewelry box 5 and 50. June 19th, blacksmith, luggage and furniture 7 and 9. June 23rd, Ingersoll's shop, Rebecca's paintings and portrait 3 and 10. June 24th, blacksmith, Rebecca calligraphy kit 1 and 4. 23rd, I can't even pronounce this, it's so wrong. 23rd. It's kind of a cute mistake.
Surprisingly well for himself.
Where did he get the inventory?
Rebecca Hardgrave's will. Last will and testament. I, Mistress Rebecca Hardgrave. Mistress sounds so... you know? Mistress Rebecca Hardgrave in the town of New Eden, being of sound mind and firm intention, why is this so dirty? Bequeath of Ferdinando Miller, in the eventuality of my death, my entire estate, including but not limited to the following items: 1 jewelry box, paintings and mirror, a collection of books, all baggage and their contents, a calligraphy set, sundry furniture, any and all cash money is held in my possession or in my business or with any bank, etc.
Rebecca's will. She was rich. She left him the lot.
Yeah.
That's where he got the inventory.
Yes.
No. The list matches his sales record.
Touch my money and I'll drop you. What are you doing here? Thieving, no doubt.
I'm no thief, Mr. Miller. I'm the Banisher. I brought Helen Priest back to the fort.
A Banisher? Thieves lie. How do you know my name?
'Tis my business to know. Red McCraith.
If you are a Banisher of ghosts, I have business for you. I'll pay.
I spoke to Rebecca. 'Tis she who haunts you. She sent me to find you. She worries for you. Says she loves you.
The English have a word for that. Hogshite.
Was she lying?
Was she lying? You inherited her estate.
Whichever. It matters not. You're a Banisher. It is your job to get rid of her. Can you not just do your work?
Easy, Mr. Miller. Now, I'll need to examine Rebecca's belongings.
I sold them. All of them.
You did? To who?
I don't know. People. I wrote it down. In the register. Read it, if you wish.
2 recent sales. To the blacksmith and to Ingersoll's store.
He's like, there's a ghost who needs banishing, do your work. But I have a feeling this might be the first time that I'm gonna blame somebody. I don't like it, but I really think, and I already thought that last time, that he just killed her to be rid of her. This is unacceptable!
A storekeeper hears much. What do you hear, Mr. Miller?
I'm a busy man. If you've a question to ask, then ask it.
What can you tell me about Captain Pennington?
He has no problem with me. I have no problem with him. He respected Rebecca's wishes. He gave me what was mine. My freedom. Her estate. He saw me as a man and signed the papers to say so. And when them who saw different complained, he laid down the law.
I don't like this guy.
You've put quite the effort into protecting your home, haven't you?
You poked about my house without my say-so.
I know my business. So out of generosity, here's the truth. None of it works. Not the wreath, not the amulet. None of it works. Pretty, though.
His brooch is working.
It works. She hasn't come back. I can sleep now. I hear her calling, whispering my name. I wait to find her at my bedside. Our eyes meet. She stares. She won't leave me alone. She's an Akishi, a demon. Banish her. I'll pay you.
I need a job. I accept.
I don't like this guy.
To you, Mr. Miller, sir.
You know where to find me. If you're buying, I'm selling.
Search Ingersoll's store, search the forge. Oh, God. Yeah. He's not even...
sold it all. Everything she'd owned. And fast.
Mm-hmm.
Is he wiping the slate clean and moving on?
If we track her things down, perhaps they'll tell us.
I get the feeling that, you know, he just killed her to get his hands on all the worth valuable stuff, you know.
A note?
Let's see.
Theodore's note, Joseph. I received the things you owed me. They're good. I thought you a liar. It seems you're not. Rebecca's slave, Ferdinando, was not satisfied with his dead mistress's fortune. By Pennington's order, he is a free man now, and a merchant to boot. This shite shall be the end of us, mark me. Anyways, we are quits, you and I. Until next we shuffle cards in the barrack with the men. I'll fleece you then once more, Theodore. Rebecca's slave. Ferdinando was not satisfied with his dead mistress's fortune.
Ferdinando was a slave. She was his owner.
She kept that quiet.
She kept that quiet, as if it were of no consequence. We know where to go. The barrack room.
Pretty. The work, I mean.
We know where to go. The barrack room.
Yes. I want to look around, ma'am. So he was a slave of her. What?
That quill. Bet that's what we're looking for.
But did I not read this already? I already read this one. Search the barracks.
I sense the vivid echo of a ghost.
Why would she give all her belongings and everything to a slave?
I only recognize my name in the list.
Distant family, but I can't disinherit them.
I would never ask you that. To have met you is already more than I ever expected. If I was to lose you, God forbids, I'd cherish all that reminds me of you.
If you were to lose me, all that I own would now be yours.
He manipulated her. And she fell for it.
He claimed not to love her. Why lie?
Maybe he loved her once, maybe he didn't lie.
Maybe he didn't lie. Maybe he pretended to love her.
Yeah.
Let's see what he has to say about it.
I think he didn't. Ferdinando Miller is trying to rid himself of a ghost. Ferdinando Miller inherited Rebecca Hardgrave's wealth. Knowing she loved him, Ferdinando pretended to love Rebecca Hardgrave too. Ferdinando Miller pretended to love Rebecca Hardgrave so he would inherit her wealth. Well, you have to do all of this just to figure this out, where it was like plain to see for me from the get-go, but okay. It's fine. So now we go back to him. I'm running! Was it in here? Yeah. Did I read this already? Oh yeah, the last will.
Banisher?
Folk talk about you. About your past.
I know what they say. They say I am a murderer. They are wrong. As she lay dying, Rebecca Hardgrave gave me my freedom. Before that, I was her slave.
How very romantic.
If it weren't for the captain, the good people of New Eden would have let me die too.
Rebecca was in love with you. The feeling was not mutual. True?
I was her pet. A dog nuzzling its master, hoping she might loosen its leash. She loved me, she said. I allowed her to think I loved her back. I sat up and begged and let her pet me. I was a very good boy.
You gulled her, then took advantage.
To a slave, a crumb of freedom tastes like a loaf. You'd have done no different. And I'd do the same again. Enough chitter-chatter. Perhaps you should get back to work. What am I paying you for?
I'm a banisher, Mr. Miller, not a rat catcher. Ghosts were human. They're emotional, full of hopes and fears about the past and the future too. To find out what ties the ghost to the living and end the haunting, I must know the story. You want me to finish the job? Then the story must be told. The ghost must manifest.
I do not like this idea. This idea can shit itself 6 times by sundown.
Come on, break the brooch and let's get it over with.
Are we summoning her here? Manifesting her?
No choice remains. Let it be done. And I'll be done with it!
You're here at last!
Step no closer!
I don't understand. Are you not glad to see me?
Now, Banisher! End this!
Not now. You need to hear the truth, both of you. That reminds me. Rebecca, you omitted to tell us that Ferdinando was your slave. That you owned him.
I loved him.
I was a slave! I was not free to leave. What kind of love is that?
What are you saying? We loved each other.
Love? No. I told my master what she wanted to hear. I gulled her with a lie. I thought you a fool. But no, you believed me because you wanted to. Yet you didn't believe me, did you? Not entirely. That's why you never freed me.
I loved you, and you loved me. It was but a piece of paper. A piece of paper and a guarantee. I needed a guarantee.
You don't know what love is. You know only fear. You feared being undesired, being unnoticed, being alone.
True love requires you to let go.
Time to give this love story an ending.
So, from the information that I got, he did not kill her, right? Although it looked like it a lot in the beginning as his motive to get all her wealth, he said that in the end, when she was already dying, she gave him the will. Okay. Now what am I gonna do with you, huh? She was, should I banish or send her? I don't know. I think I'm gonna send because I don't really know. I think both did wrong things, but
Rebecca Hardgrave, your love for Fadi Miller is sincere but unwanted. You're hurting him. Let him go.
Is it wrong to wish to spend your life with the man you love?
Your life is over.
You did spend your life with him. Now your life is over.
Yeah.
He was mine. I wanted to keep him. Was I wrong?
You don't own him. You can't own him.
Let go. Find peace.
Peace? She gets peace? After all she did?
I get peace, but you get your freedom. I was wrong. I'm sorry, Fadi. For everything.
Go in peace.
She seems like she got it in the end. I love this particle effect when they dissolve into stardust or something. It looks gorgeous. And she's gone.
She deserves no peace. She put me through hell. You don't care, Banisher. Just one more mad master in a madder world.
Alright then. Rest at the shelter I shall. I wonder if these decisions that I make will have consequences, like how many I ascend, how many I banish, and how many I blame, if that will have an impact on something in the end. Other than just Antea, you know. We'll see. Evolution, I got a Spectre point. Essence. Hostile leap. Leap damage is increased by 150% against full health enemies. Ooh, that is cool. What can this do? Defeating an enemy with the manifestation restores 7% health points. Weak spot hits with the rifle reduce manifestation cooldown. Defeating an enemy with outburst triggers an area of effect dealing spectral damage. Yes. This. Definitely this. I love to use the outburst. Yeah. Okay. Let's rest. Yes, I'm sure I want to rest.
The new smiths, Thickskin and Kate, have always been as fire and ice, but with Red and Antea gone, little remained to keep the sisters together. A chasm of grief and rage yawned between them, their bridges burned, and the camp stared into the abyss.
Uh-oh.
Banishers, may I have a word?
Helen, something wrong?
Apologies for disturbing your rest. I'm afraid it can't wait.
What?
What did you think of the captain?
I saw a broken man. I saw a liability. He's very broken, yes.
I saw an officer alone. A proud man turned to stone, perhaps by years of war. I saw a broken man.
I did not see the tyrant you described.
Inaction is tyranny. He will not act, but nor will he get the hell out of the way.
I do not disagree, but the captain needs help.
I too was a soldier, broken and haunted. With Antea's help, I recovered. Pennington may need the same.
Leave Pennington to me. The good folk of the fort need your help. You are Banishers. The dead, you'll have noticed, hammer at the gates. I would like you to go into the mines and find out what enrages them so. I would like you to do what the captain will not.
And while we deal with the hordes of angry specters, what shall you be doing?
When the mines are purged, I'll oust Pennington.
What does oust mean? About Sebastian, about the sick miners? What's the word around here?
Is it your belief that Pennington's quarantine lies at the heart of the problem here? That this is why the dead rage so?
What else? He walled them in. Miners, nurses, soldiers, the healthy or the sick. He buried them all. And then he lied about it. I'll brook his callous cowardice no more.
How goes it with Sebastian?
I'm not sure. I had never let go of my grief. I was bereft, empty. His absence gave me substance. I clung to it. Useless, really. My husband died in the dark with nothing but my handkerchief to soothe his last moments. And now, he's back. If each worthwhile thing in life is to be lived, and then when it is gone, to be grieved, then what now? I have to believe our love is enough.
Love is grave, Sebastian is a ghost.
Love or no, as long as Sebastian haunts you, you will never be safe. You must accept this.
Sebastian haunts me. You haunt Red. What's of safety when we can love a little longer?
Perhaps. The meaning of our meeting is ours to define. Then time moves on.
Yes, 'tis a blessing and a curse. Yet against all reason, we persist. Let us make the most of time remaining.
Where do we go?
There is a second tunnel into the mines. The entryway was walled shut during the quarantine. Getting there will not be easy, but the barricade should fall without too much difficulty. After that, who knows?
Underground again. Wonderful.
Yay!
If it soothes you, I too am taking a significant risk. The captain has a penchant for locking people up and leaving them to rot. Some years ago in New Eden town, the captain locked up an innocent woman. A fate I wish to avoid.
We should go.
Then it's agreed. When you're ready, you'll investigate the mines. Take the hoist to the waterfall, near the outpost you first found me. From there, it is not far to the tunnel. Keep your wits and all your luck about you.
An innocent woman, years ago, locked up in New Eden town to rot in the dungeon. I have a feeling, you know, I still have this feeling that Deborah
An innocent woman jailed.
It's barbaric. An officer must be just, or else it all unravels.
Helen is right. The truth lies down there, somewhere. This is no coincidence.
I mean, as
This all
wolf bells
connect
go,
back
it's
to the
pretty.
curse.
But I've more than enough of them. Folk in Boston are not short of wolf bells.
I have the feeling that Deborah has still more to, like she's playing a bigger role. What's this? Have I been in here? Apparently not. There seems to be another quest. Another one of these cyan-colored quests. I don't know if it's this guy up there. I think it is. So maybe I should go up there.
It's a fabulous plan, and
You falling asleep?
You've saved our sorry asses, sir. Of that, there's no doubt. You've earned us a rare bit of rest, and that comes most welcome.
You alright, soldier? You look drop dead weary.
The dead don't sleep, do they? And me being asleep won't stop them coming.
Can no one take your shift?
We're short-handed as it is. Besides, I can rest and keep watch at the same time. Old soldier trick.
How? You're haunted? What's going on? I don't know if he's haunted, but something is going on. I would like to know what.
Oh, bullshit aside. What's going on?
What do you care? I have my problems and you have yours, so let me handle myself. I ain't important, and I don't deserve no help. Wasted time helping me anyway.
You heard the man. He wants no help. I see no reason to force it on him. For now, at least.
Okay, sir.
As you were, soldier.
Grey weather, as usual.
That was weird.
I'd like to help him. Old soldier and all.
Silence from the trench.
Let's start with his billet.
Investigate the haunting of Andrew White.
Right. Andrew's things. Where are yous?
Here. The guy does have a lot on his shoulder. Honor and bravery in the field. God bless the king. Okay.
An award given to a brave soldier. I believe we found Andrew's things.
Andrew White's promotion letter. Ooh, to Private Andrew White of the Massachusetts Militia under the order of Lieutenant Pennington White. Bearing in mind your recent endeavor on the battlefield on the advice of our lieutenant, you are promoted to a role commensurate with your skills. Henceforth, you shall be a recruiting sergeant responsible for ensuring the replenishment of our forces with well-trained men, initially to camp at Haverhill. Haverhill? Colonel Eddard? Addendum. As we discussed, your health deteriorates and the incident has not helped. You're a good man, White Pennington.
This is our best lead yet. I wonder if there's an infirmary.
After that, we might look for his train band record.
His health is deteriorating. That's not good. Wait, where?
Looks like someone's been living in here.
I've already read these papers. And I couldn't walk in anywhere here.
Storeroom. Locked.
What is it? It says it's up, but it's up there? Can I climb up there? That's too high. How do I get up there? Can I pick up a ladder and put it there? Or is there a way to climb in there from the outside? Blech. Did I see a ladder anywhere that I could pick up and move there? I don't think I did. Okay, I'm gonna look outside if I can find my way up. There's a ladder, but I can't take that one. What's this? Whichever records, reports, no. Okay, I read this already.
Train band records are upstairs from the armory. Good to know.
Alright. Where's the armory?
Mistress Rebecca Hardgrave being now deceased and further to the terms of her will, her property, a man named Ferdinando Miller, is herewithafter, in the eyes of God the King and the colony of New Eden, a free man. He being now a free man and a person pursuant to the law, Miller receives, as Mistress Hardgrave expressly wished, her estate entirely and with all rights and titles herein unquestioned. If any man or woman have a problem with this, they may see me at their own risk. At their own risk? You dare not question. Here. Maybe? Oh. Can I run around this building? I want to get up there. I don't know how. Okay, wait. I thought I couldn't access this. Okay, we're making progress. Oh, shit. Whee. Uh-huh. Okay. Got it. Captain Pennington's report about Flora Abbott. A Miss Flora Abbott has joined the company to fight against the monsters. I'll take every hand I can get. The steadier the better. Miss Abbott, having demonstrated that her hand is steadier than any man's by shooting a thimble on a post from a full 200 paces, is hereby contracted to the train band. Those who would complain, Theodore Shepard, principal among them, can go to hell. Okay. Captain Pennington's report about Theodore Shepard. Theodore Shepard is contracted to the train band, a veteran of King Philip's War. He is the finest shot I have ever seen. Less admirable is his arrogance, but I suspect the two come hand in glove. Okay, he used to be the most appreciated hunter. Now Miss Flora Abbott took that place. That explains why he's not very fond of her. A note to them as reads it. Nurse and Wings is as fine a nurse as one could want. Born to the trade, she is invaluable. I do not know how the sick and injured would fare without her. Neither do I know how she would fare without the sick and injured. Huh? Less busy, I guess. Okay, is there anything else before I pick up the thing that I came for? Captain Pennington report about Helen Priest. In case of trouble and or strife, may this report correct any error in the record. Mrs. Helen Priest is a woman of the highest value, combative and capable. The fort does well with her present. It would do better without. For all her capacities, she lacks the most basic loyalty. Yeah, she's not very loyal, I can say. War never changes. Really? Is there any good reason to start a war? Yes, say the kings. No, say the widows. Who cares, said my military teachers. For we are soldiers, paid to fight, kill, and die. Was there a way to avoid war with the Indians? Maybe. But there has been too much betrayal and too much blood spilled to ever settle peace again. We failed as a god-loving and rising nation, and I could be disposed for just writing this by people who never saw the dead bodies of the women and children, colonists and native alike, and the burned ruins of their farms and villages at rainy dawns. I was among the soldiers who were sent to Bloody Brook after the massacre to count the bodies. I was among those who fought at the Great Swamp Fight, 1675, and I take no pride in the slaughter. My dreams are haunting me. I really hope this new command I took in this New Eden town will keep me away from any new war I would be asked to win. War never changes. Captain Penny's report about Cotton Peabody. Cotton Peabody may like me, but I do not like him. As long as he does his work and keeps his nose clean and his mouth shut, he'll have no trouble. But I'm suspicious of his nature and shall be watching. There's so much to read today, I'm sorry guys. New Eden, blah, 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 Sebastian Priest is promoted and shall serve as my lieutenant. The ceremony was simple but joyful. Priest's wife, impressive despite their recent loss, assured me her husband shall not disappoint. Good. I need a strong officer to organize the quarantine to come. Wait, did they lose a kid? Or something? Spiritual ward. What's that? Oh. Ooh. Okay, wait. So the basic is 110, 120, 170. Okay. Spirit recovery 55, 135, and 50. What? So more health recovery, but less spirit recovery. This seems good though. Strength, dexterity, and vitality, wisdom, wrath, and persistence. Damage taken by red is reduced by 5. Hitting an enemy with a third punch attack restores 6 spirit points. Damage taken is reduced by 20, but spirit points gains are reduced by 40. This one seems the best, but I don't know if I can equip it. Ah, okay. And I would have an upgrade for it already. But I have to go to my shelter for that. Sweet. That was worth it. Okay, now let's go to the actual quest marker thing. A new potion for you to actually drink. Nice. Awesome. Captain Pennington's report about Andrew White. Last morning I took 12 men and rode out from Portsmouth in search of an attachment from the Plymouth militia, late arriving after 3 days' mission of patrol. A half-day's ride north, we came across their remains, only one survivor. As he recounted the details of the Indian ambush their attachment faced, I was impressed by the fortitude of this young private. Andrew White is a promising and devilishly robust soldier and shall join the Massachusetts militia under my command. He shall also be accordingly rewarded for his bravery.
A metal trinket to mark a life of sacrifice. I bet he'd rather have his sleep bag.
Can't change what's done, at least he made it home.
Can't change what's done. Time heals all, or so I'm told. Any idea who this ghost might be?
You may know a soldier by his trail of dead. Could be anyone.
Okay, let's go to the infirmary now.
Now, Mr. Peabody, I shall drain the first boil. Ready?
Same sodding question every sodding time. No, I'm not damn well ready.
Excellent. Then we'll begin.
Be careful, goddarn it! Careful! Ah!
I know. I know. Shh.
What did I just walk into? The hell is happening here? Okay, before I talk to anybody, let me just look around and gather things that I can pick up because they're not nailed to the ground. Oh, and more reading, of course. I don't know how to pronounce this in English. Echinacia? I don't know. Did well on Old Miller's toothache. Kimikifu. What are these names? I don't know. Racemosa or myrtle for women's pain, or should not forget this one. Rumor of epidemic in the mines in the mountains. I'm forbidden to go. I'm vexed. I learned today that oil of wintergreen may ease the king's evil. I pray I shall never need it.
Are those your records?
Kinesia?
Yes. Perhaps someday they may help someone.
Do you have the supplies you need?
I can treat a cough, perhaps cool a fever. Mr. Peabody needs more than calamine. But what he needs is not available, and we must accept it.
It is what it is. Eki uyu. Raspberry bush notes heals dysentery. Dysentery? Possibly also causes it. What now? It heals it or it causes it? W leaves dried. I week or more. 1 week or more. Try tea with other plants. W oil 2 drops. What is W oil? A sharp flavor, pale yellow liquid, not pale brown. Maybe also try with a different type of wintergreen. Oh, maybe wintergreen? Gaultheria procumbens. Notes about the patient Andrew White. Ooh, Private Andrew White has been having recurrent nightmares for many years, since 1682, he says, even if he's had trouble sleeping since 1678 and the end of the war. His treatment and the evolution of his condition will be annually recorded here. The treatment with herbal infusions has made it easier for the patient to sleep during the year. The nightmares became less frequent. One anxious delirium was reported after the anniversary date of Andrew's comeback from the war. Maybe it's PTSD? I don't know. The patient's case improves slowly. Depending on the month, his doses of herbs are doubled. No anxious deliriums. Private White is calm and rested. However, 2 heavy anxiety episodes have occurred. The patient finds it difficult to talk about his dreams, but admits to seeing a blurred figure at times. The herbs no longer seem to be effective. I'm looking for a new treatment. According to the patient, his nightmares are more frequent and frightening. No other heavy crisis to report. The new treatment is working. The nightmares are scarcer, but more intense. Depending on the month, the doses must be doubled. No anxious deliriums. The treatment has lost its effect. Nightmares are more recurrent and intense. The patient is suffering from chronic fatigue. 6 episodes this year. The patient does not dare to talk about his nightmares. Poor guy. Notes about the... Oh, this is more notes about him. The patient's nightmares have increased in intensity. He is very anxious and skips meals. The departure of the children from New Eden, and thus of Private White's family, has caused him terrible insomnia. Oh, God. The patient gradually regains sleep. The mixture of certain herbs seems to help a little with sleep. Fewer nightmares. The patient is, however, more anxious. He does not want to talk about the man he sees in his dreams. He sees a man. Private White spends some nights in the infirmary. He starts to be affected by dementia. However, this does not last more than half an hour. The patient has calmed down, but still lacks sleep. However, he speaks of shadows and figures appearing sometimes at night when he is not sleeping. The anxious deliriums are much more recurrent. He sleeps very little, sometimes seems to have awakened old painful memories. Private White does not dare to talk about it, but he seems to recognize the figure that stalks him in the nightmares. I have to talk to him.
13 years is a long time to live haunted.
Yeah. The ghost is fragile, the victim is strong.
White must have a will of iron.
Kept it to himself. Must have been hellish.
She said...
Talk to Andrew. Might perk him up a bit.
I love how she says all the resources are very scarce and I'm going in there stealing stuff.
My apologies. I did not wish to hush you. I just prefer to focus on one patient at a time. Welcome to the infirmary. I'm Nurse Wings. Anne, if it sets you at ease.
I'm a banisher. Name's McCraith, but you may call me Red.
Red. A pleasure to see a friendly face, or any face at all. What can I do for you?
She's cute.
How'd you end up here? What brought you to nursing?
That, sir, is a personal question.
I'm a personable man.
That's not the same thing. I was sick as a child. Very sick. Afterwards, I swore I'd serve others when they were sick.
Oh.
And here I am. What about you?
Just like you. I fell in love with a Banisher. I was haunted, and then I decided to become a Banisher? I don't know. I hope that he didn't just choose his profession because he fell in love with another one in that profession, but I want to say it like this.
I was haunted. Someone cared for me. Saved me from my ghosts. Now I do the same.
A fine story.
Just like yours.
I'll not bore you with more. Times being as they are, how come you only have the one patient?
Mr. Peabody's illness is unsightly. Fort Jericho has a history of contagion. Folk worry.
Do you not fear infection?
Did you not fear infection?
If I did, I would not show it.
What does he have?
The plague?
Not my place to say. You'll have to ask him yourself.
I understand. I must insist. I understand.
All right. I'll not press you.
Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye.
Farewell, Nurse Wings.
Farewell, and good health, sir.
Thanks. To you too. So, what you have, sir?
Who the hell are you? Queen Mary Stuart?
Well, I've met Mary II, and she's a little prettier than I. I'm Red McCraith. I'm a banisher.
The banisher come to gloat at sick old Cotton Peabody. Well, piss off. There's a sudden stink of death in here, Scotsman, and it ain't from me.
Where did you fight, soldier?
None of your business, Scotsman.
This, comrade, is why no one wants to talk to you.
You know, soldier, you're a brawler and a rebel, and if you fought at all, I'll wager you lost. I'm a proper soldier, me. Self-made, too. Left the family farm and signed up to fight them Indians. I learned the hard way, in the blood and the snow. Fought under the captain himself, I did, and followed him here and joined the train band.
When did you get sick?
What's it to you? I'm not so sick as I can't give some nosy Scotsman what for.
Aye. When I'm sick, I get surly too.
All right.
As you were, Mr. Peabody. See you about.
Not like I can go anywhere anyways.
Okay. Friendly fellow. Very welcoming.
You should have had your breakfast, friend. Anyway, greetings.
Okay, let's talk to this ghost.
I'm Antea Duarte. This here is Red McWraith. We're Banishers. Now, who are you and what do you want?
He can't talk because somebody cut out his tongue. Are you haunting Andrew?
Are you the ghost haunting Andrew White? Is that a yes or a no?
What happened to this poor soul? I'm so sorry for him. Look at him. Who are you? Why choose to manifest?
You chose to manifest. Why is that?
I'm just gonna get gurgles out of him.
Are you looking for help? Who are you?
He can't talk. Why am I having a discussion with him?
This isn't gonna be easy, is it? Mute ghosts take forever.
This is pointless. We're hunting in the dark with no light and no spoor.
First, you have to find out what's keeping him from speaking. Andrew won't be much help. But
Let's
if
go
our
to the
friend
dentist.
here can't tell us what he wants, maybe he can show us.
You should maybe just ask yes or no questions and tell him to nod or...
Do you want us to follow you? I think he wants us to follow him.
Okay.
He left stains. Clever. I'll keep an eye out so we don't lose them.
Okay, let's reveal them.
Over here. I'm reminded of one of my first cases. The ghost was mute because the person haunted refused to talk.
So this one is mute because of Andrew?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm glad they added these swirls here, because otherwise there would be no chance I could see anything because of the snow. Back to business. Is it this way?
Our new friend is waiting for us.
New friend! Reveal.
The ghost haunting Andrew seems weak. Drawing out the torture the better to enjoy it? Or holding itself back, afraid to feed too much?
If mine had been so kind, maybe they slept night. I'm jealous.
Don't be. These ones are the worst. Years withering, decades even. It's an awful way to go.
Oh, are we getting some fighting?
Try this on for size.
Bam! Finally some fighting today.
Away with you! Our friend the ghost could have shown us a safer route.
Or he's just playing with us.
Soul shard. Yay. I don't know what they're good for, but I'll take it. I'll burst their asses. It's fun to do. Wait, no, this sent me up here, so this is right. And then this way. Whoosh. Where are my stains?
Spectral writing on the wall. See for yourself.
I never blamed you, my friend.
Our ghost does not seek revenge. That makes things easier.
You must abide. Forgive yourself, mate. You must not give up. Be strong for me. You must live. Courage, my friend. Joshua
Gouge, gone too soon.
What's it going to say? Joshua Gouge outstayed his welcome.
I mean...
He's leading us somewhere.
Where is he?
Over here.
Back from whence we came, I guess. Oh, fighting. Oh no, not the blue ones. Oh, what?
Forgive me.
I didn't realize that my health was so low. Okay, oops. Wow. Oopsie poopins.
Hugging all the... Joshua looks kindly on Andrew. What were they to each other?
Brothers in arms, enemies?
Brothers in arms, perhaps. You never feel as close to a mate as when you fight by his side. You fight for the man beside you, not for money, not for a king. For your mate.
You have friends from the war. First I've heard of them.
They lost contact. Maybe when this is over, I'll look them up. Most young men are taught to dream of war. And when they get there, they dream of home. And they're not busy fighting and dying, that is.
Always making sure to automatically...
The stain is fading.
Reload. Okay, let me see.
The stain is fading.
She's saying that I'm going in the wrong direction, or what? Did I go the wrong direction? No, it's going up here, right? Do I have to fight these things?
Ready and waiting.
Oh no, not one of these. No, 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 no. No! No thanks. Nope. I'm a bad banisher. Nope, nope, nope. These are a pain in the ass. I'm pretty certain I have to go up there. Alright, so I went this way, which led me back. Maybe I'm supposed... Oh yeah, there. Now I see this.
He wants us to follow him.
I follow. I follow you. Oh shit, I slipped. Hang on. Oh no.
Oh, they do look annoying. They never learn, do they?
It's on you. Please die. I hate these purple ones.
Away with you.
Okay, he's gone.
sit down.
Bam, 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 bam. Okay. I guess I'm supposed to go. Yeah, I'm supposed to go in here. What is this place? Endless spectral activities. You have found an endless cluster of spectral activity. This type of cluster can be repeated. Its intensity difficulty will increase after each completion. You can recognize an endless cluster of spectral activity through its reddish and ambient color. Okay.
See these body parts? Good place to manifest what may linger nearby.
Do I have to do this? Or is this linked to the quest here, or... No, it doesn't look like it's just... They just put that here to make you aware of it. It's unrelated. Okay, it just happens to be in the path. I know these are like challenge things and stuff, but I can already tell they're gonna throw a lot of specters at me at once, and... They're a bit too tanky for me. I feel like if I have to grind a fight for 20 minutes, it's a bit meh. But cool for those who really enjoy it. I like that it's optional.
I sense the fragment of a ghost's voice.
In loving memory of brothers fallen in the fight for freedom, forever in your depth.
Shite! To arms! To arms! They waylay us!
The right flank! Hold them off!
Josh! Behind you!
Good jump, blustering code! Help me!
Joshua! No!
An old pistol belonging to Andrew. This tie is doused with the essence of its ghost. Okay, okay. Andrew's pistol. Wait, can I keep that? Oh no, it's okay, it's an object, no, not to be used. Hang on, Joshua. Okay, now we can talk.
Nice to meet you again, Joshua.
Alright, let's talk to Josh.
You want us to help Andrew White give up his guilt and get on with his life. Am I right?
Mm-mm.
We know you died fighting by his side. Is that why he feels guilty? Is this why you can't speak?
I'll do what it takes. I'll do what I can to help.
Well, I've been there. I'll do everything I can to help.
If help we can.
Only these two could talk to each other.
Joshua's not helping. Andrew needs to start talking. Yeah.
Andrew needs to start talking. As long as he swallows his guilt, nothing will change. There's a wall between these two, and we must knock it down.
I may be able to do that.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll try.
Andrew failed to save his friend and blames himself for it.
Shouldn't.
He shouldn't.
Easier said than done. Shame is a queer bird. That shite doesn't wash off.
None of this explains what binds the ghost here.
It's a bit odd that he can't talk, right? It makes things very difficult. But I like that they mixed it up a little bit with various things. So it stands out from the other quests, you know, so it's not too repetitive over and over. Keep the navigator. So how do you get in the fort again? I forgot. Down here? Hello! Ah, Flora. Okay. Okay, Andrew, we gotta talk.
Good day to you. Good day, mate. You Pennington's reinforcements. Red McCraith, the Banisher.
Sorry,
Too
who are you?
bad.
Theodore.
We could use a fellow like you.
Wrong guy.
Theodore Shepherd. marksman, and there are none better. I teach some of the lads here. Perhaps we could show you a thing or two.
I shoot well enough, thinking you.
Sorry, but
I'll
you're
be
the
on my
wrong
way.
fella.
And may the way be good to you, mate.
Where did Andrew go? Oh, and he was at the exact position where Andrew was before, so I just ran in there, you know.
Anything to report?
We must speak of Joshua. I was a soldier too.
I don't usually bring it up, but I was a soldier too.
Thought as much. Where'd you fight?
Well, first I fought my way across half the Highlands. Later I'd fight wherever my paymaster sent me. Bavaria, Bohemia, Austria.
What's your war story then? We all have one.
I killed a friend, I wiped out a village. I think if I want to have him trust me and open up to me, I have to say I killed a friend, so I'm gonna say that. I don't know if it's true, but I'm gonna say it.
In a tavern in Paris, with 3 of my comrades, a Turkman stood us drinks and offered us work, fighting for the Ottomans against the Viennese, and the Poles, the Prussians, and whoever else. And the pay was good, a villa each in Cyprus and slaves all of our own. I said I'd not have slaves and I'd not turn my coat. I will, said my friend Lucas, but I'll free the slaves. I shook his hand and wished him well. 9 months later, my band ambushed a Turkish emissary on escort to Venice. I found Lucas by the side of the road. I buried him where he fell.
Well, probably wasn't you who shot him, was it? Hard to know, I suppose. But you know what never leaves? The smell. That sickening, coppery vapor rising as a man's life pools beneath him. For all those brave young boys we send off in search of glory, that stink is their rude awakening.
Easier to die with than live with, perhaps.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. But come. Blood soaks away. Let's not dwell upon the past, and men long gone.
We must speak of Joshua.
You're not like this, but we must speak of Joshua.
Leave it be. In the past, where it belongs.
Your past is very much present. Your friend Joshua has a message for you.
He wants to take revenge. I know it.
No! Your friend never blamed you.
You're no wrong. He wants to give you freedom. He never blamed you. You blamed yourself.
Why would he not seek revenge? He's due it.
He doesn't see it that way.
I shot him. I was trying to save him and I shot him.
Hold on. How did this happen?
We were skirmishing in the forest. 2 Indian fellas bore down on Joshua. Dropped one, but the other had him cold. I was 20 yards away. I raised my musket, pulled the trigger. Bullet went straight through his skull.
They gave you a medal. Did you admit it?
Did you admit it later? I mean, no one would have thought the worst of you. A battle like that, well, shite happens.
Shite happens to shite soldiers. I said nothing. I wanted it over. I want it over. I don't want to live. I want to die. Please. Please. Put me out of my misery.
This is what you want. You can learn to live with it.
I am duty-bound to protect the living from the dead. Sometimes, too, from themselves. You can't see it now, but you can learn to live with this. Talk about it. Accept it. You'll come to the point where it stops defining your life and you can set about living in the time you have left.
No. You survived. Now you must live.
Joshua? Is that you? It cannot be. I saw you dead.
It is, old friend. I've tried for the longest time to speak to you, but your guilt took my voice. You must live in peace.
I have done the right. I shot you.
Oh, the nose.
I was sure my aim was good, but it was not. I shot you.
It was an accident, Andrew. You tried to save me. You failed, but you may make amends. Until you give yourself peace, I cannot have mine. Save me, Andrew, save me. Give yourself peace and save me.
Joshua, you have spoken. Andrew, you've heard. It's time to end the story.
I don't want to blame him. I want to send him. You go up there.
Joshua Gouge, you've lingered in silence for too long. You can go.
I can. Thank you, Banishers. Thank you, Andrew.
Time to say goodbye, boys.
Boys.
I'm sorry, my friend. I've carried the weight of your death as far as I can.
The debt, if any, is paid. Live your life.
Farewell, Joshua. You've done your duty and more.
Farewell, old friend.
Farewell.
Oh man, this face. I have one thing that I think is a bit weird about this. They often tell that these are friends from years ago, right? This seems to be a few decades ago even. They were young soldiers. Now they're Andrew is not young anymore.
I'm good for nothing after that. Thanks for your help.
I think
I'll not forget it.
Sorry, Andrew. I think the spirits of the people who died long in the past should also be looking like the people they should have been back then. Like, he apparently was a young soldier, but he looks like Joshua looked like he was in his 50s or 60s at least, maybe older. He looked very old. I don't understand why. I don't know, maybe to, like, not have them look so different from each other. I think it makes no sense that the ghosts are aging, but oh well. There's worse, I guess. Find the entrance to the miners.
This is pointless.
Grey weather. As you
will. Soul doesn't die, but does a soul age? Isn't a soul like a timeless thing? If it represents a physical form of a human, why not present it in the time that it was on his death? You know, he looks like he just died with all the blood on his face and the punched in nose or cut through nose, the soggy eye thing. So why not make him look like he should have back then? That's what I mean, right? Okay, we're supposed to go this way. Are we taking this back up?
Ready for another ride?
Let's go.
Circumstances aside, this is quite romantic.
Swarming hordes of spectres aren't to your liking.
They are if I'm with you.
Aww. He is such a cutie, though. Aww. And always, like, making sure when he says, like, pretty. The picture, I mean. You know, he's, like, always very thoughtful. And very sweet towards her, although she's dead. It's a very, very kind soul, this Red McWraith, I think.
Not a fan of this breeze, mind.
Not as romantic as you'd thought, eh?
Maybe now's the time to ask you to marry me.
Try it, and I'll cut the rope.
She, on the other hand, is not very romantic. Huh? there's a shiny chest up there. So naturally, we have to go up there. I thought I read everything and did everything here. Yeah, I read this. But apparently I did not go up the ladder. How do I get up there? I want the chest. I could swear I've just been here today. But maybe they replenish all the chests.
Door's blocked on the other side.
Are you freaking kidding me? I want my loot. Can't shoot it from here. Okay. I think I did it. Ha! Sweet. Cool loot? Do I get cool loot? Waterfall cache. Open detailed striped wintergreen. What is that? Ah, it's like a treasure map thing. Okay. Find the entrance to the mines. I think, my friends, that this might be a good moment for me to take a break. And we shall continue with following the traces and going again into the mines when I get back. I'm sorry that this part today was just talking. I felt like we were just talking to people and we were just reading notes and letters and reports, and so there was very little action, but I hope that now going to the mines and looking for the bloody specters we will get a bit more fighting and action in. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope I see you guys after the break.